got Zach Wolchuk by my side. He's usually with the G-Bag Nation, but since both my co-hosts said they were tired of what the Cowboys did, they said, I'm bailing today. Zach said, I'll step in and
I
save
got
the
you,
day.
buddy.
I really appreciate that. But right now, it's time to talk with our good friend Mickey Spagnuolo, Dallas Cowboys insider on 105.3 The Fan. Mickey, today's going to be a tough one, man. I'm not going to lie about that.
They quit on you?
I feel like they did. I feel like there was a little quit in there yesterday. That fourth quarter was tough.
Fourth quarter?
Four quarters was tough.
The beginning of the game was pretty tough, Mickey.
That was a rough one, Mick.
After that, it got worse.
I mean, if you think about it, and by the way, I wanted to call you guys about a little bit before 3 on Friday.
Change your score prediction?
Yes, absolutely. When I found out Kendricks was out, found out that even though they listed Bland and Carson questionable, I discovered it was, and they don't have this as an official designation, highly questionable. I was like, oh no, I don't like this at all, especially without Kendricks in there, knowing they were going to just load up and run the football. It was like, at first I was thinking, and I think I probably told you guys this, they were going to have to score 30-something to be able to win the game with the defense so short-handed. And then when it got even shorter, I wanted to tell you, well, they're going to need to score 40-something to be able to win this game. And when they come down the field with the first 2 possessions, once again, inside the red zone, and end up kicking a field goal and having interception in the end zone, it was like, oh, this is not going to turn out well.
No, it definitely wasn't. Now, and on that front of the highly questionable part, and when you kind of found out all those players, and I mean, Zach said that on Sunday everybody was shocked that Tyler Guyton was going to be sitting, or the backup to Tyler Smith. What was the explanation for going into that week of why you were kind of positive that these guys were going to play? And then
Well, I think they were listed as fully practicing, but I think they kind of came to, or at least this was, what they, everybody was told, was that if Guyton wasn't going to be 100%, then they thought they'd go the way they finished the Steelers game, which kind of worked okay. And now in this one, I mean, it wasn't all on those 2 guys. Aiden Hutchins is pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, Steele was kind of holding his own there for a while. And then they started, once they got ahead, there were times where they had 6 guys on the line of scrimmage, and they were bringing them all because they knew the Cowboys had to throw the ball, right? So
I
there was
remember
no fear
that right
of the
there.
running game once they
Power,
got up, 17-3,
improvable.
20-3, whatever it ended up
Strength and
being.
weakening.
And it was like, okay, now the
Sufficient
offensive line
assumption.
is getting overwhelmed because
There's a
they're
power.
bringing more guys than you can block. And they did it repeatedly,
All the other stuff
at
is-
least bringing 5 guys, if not 6. So, and the Cowboys didn't handle it. But again, once you fall behind like
I'm just
that,
reviewing in my head the stuff
there's
I
the
have to know
reason
from my
we talked
test,
about it
my
Friday,
exam.
right? You win the toss, you take the ball, go out and score, and get ahead. Score a touchdown. Don't score, kick a field goal. Now, at that point, when they got intercepted in the end zone, and they were at that point 6 for 15 scoring touchdowns in the red zone.
Is that your biggest, I need to fix this?
Yeah, I'm just
during this
reciting
bye week is the red zone
Study notes in my
offense?
head when I take my
But again, here's
exam
the
next
deal with
month.
the bye week. They don't have an extra
I'm a realtor at the moment.
until Monday because
And I'm studying,
the CBA basically
studying
said
for
the
my
guys
law
have
school
to have,
admission test, which I'll take next
I think
month.
4 consecutive days off. You can't practice on the weekend.
See how I do on it.
And I don't
I'll
know
take a
that
tug
unless they
at
change
decent
their
grade, whatever.
schedule, they got to practice
Let's go to school.
scheduled for Thursday, Friday. I don't know if they'll do something on Wednesday, but normally they get the whole week off.
Yeah,
So this
sell
idea
commercial
that
and
if the
residential
we're gonna
homes.
fix it, is kind of a misnomer because they really
Oh,
don't
commercial
get any
buildings,
extra
actually.
work in until Monday, and when Monday.
That's not a
kind of
pass
the
or
day
fail.
After a Sunday game.
It's
they
one of those
have
tests we just have to have a
practice, so
reportable
you
score
get
in the range of 120 to 180.
Yeah.
And of course, the higher you are on the spectrum of 180 or 170, 60, whatever. You can score 140 and still get in law school. It depends on the school that you're trying to go to. So yeah, it's not a passive fail. So that I'm not worried about. If someone have a higher enough reportable score that give me some options. Yeah, the higher the score, I'll put it that way. The higher your score, the higher your options. I'll put it that way.
Because if you go down and score, and you're inside the red zone, you got 14 points. So it's then Detroit's not playing easy.
I ain't never had a clock in.
The way they did in
I don't
the
clock
first half.
in.
I think this is a pretty interesting question. What do you think the separation is between how good the Lions are and where the Cowboys are whenever they're all completely healthy?
I don't know.
But they're
I'm not even gonna respond to that.
So you can't make that assumption, right?
You saw it with
defense
them.
is better.
Yeah.
I got my brother's not either. Both my brothers are retired military like myself, and we all own homes and have families. So you can keep that stereotypical way of thinking to yourself. I appreciate it. Matter of fact, you can just leave. I appreciate it. I don't have time for that drama. If you have nothing positive to say, I appreciate you to come here at all. Thank you.
Season, right?
Yes.
Gosh, it's just the NFL, and you hate to see that. But yeah, now offensively, their offensive line is playing better than the Cowboys' offensive line. No two ways about it. I mean, Goff had the time of day in the pocket, and once again, the Cowboys they've lost 3 games at home, and the opposing quarterback has completed 11 passes.
Man, go get you a life, bro. Go get you a life.
But they've given up 600
He's nothing but a hater.
rushing in those 3 games.
That dude's a hater.
So, when the quarterback has that luxury, they can do a heck of a lot of damage against a short-handed defense. But again, you just knew going into the game, the offense had to play well, and it just did not do the job. Didn't even score a touchdown, right? First time that's happened since it was the final game in 2022. They had things wrapped up in Washington.
You must see yourself. You must be the one serving drinks to somebody. Because it's definitely not me, guy. You obviously know me at all.
They lost 19-3 to Tampa Bay. So, the fact that he didn't score a touchdown, that's just inexcusable.
Serving drinks.
Do you feel that it was petty of the Lions to try and score with the tackle as many times as they tried?
I just figured they were going to do it, right? I just knew. I don't know. What do you think? The skipper came in 7-10 times reporting eligible. And I said at some point they're going to throw the ball to the tackle. They're just going to do it. And sure enough, they did. Penalties wiped it out. But, and again, that whole thing was on them. That was their mistake.
I never been in no plantation, by the way.
When they got the penalty on the 2-point conversion last year, because if they announced that guy was eligible, the Cowboys would have covered him. They wouldn't have run away from him on the line of scrimmage because it didn't report eligible. So I don't know why they were so butthurt. They were the ones who screwed it up, not the Cowboys, not the referee. They tried to pull a fast one with the guy coming in acting like he was reporting eligible, and they had 2 other guys with almost identical numbers, 58 and 68, standing by the head referee, trying to confuse him who was eligible and who wasn't.
Big, when we talked offensively, I'm with you 100%. They needed to be able to keep pace to have a chance in this game against Detroit. But what were some of your takeaways from the offense? Because we've seen it against Baltimore, at least in the fourth quarter. It seemed like it came alive. They brought themselves in a chance to maybe win. There was just no signs of life yesterday.
No, there wasn't. And I
No signs of
I
life.
think, when you get behind like that, you failed twice.
I think I'm getting there. So I'm getting there. I just gotta
And I
keep
understand
trying.
kind of what happened on the interception in the end zone. And Dak, I thought, took full responsibility for it, because if you go back and look at it,
For investing,
was gonna be
man, index funds.
the corner.
I wouldn't even say ETFs. I would just go index funds.
The Cowboys
Whether Vanguard or Fidelity, look at your expense ratio But definitely go with index funds. Get you a decent expense ratio. If you're military, go with USA, that index fund. You invest in 1,000 companies, dollar cost averaging every month, a certain amount of money you put in every month, and I think you'll be fine. And then you can get all those companies like Alphabet, Google, Microsoft, not IBM, but all your big companies, Walmart, Costco, you get all those companies wrapped up in a package with an index fund, and you're covered throughout the whole
just seemed like after that,
the whole market.
Everything went flat, and
you can get small, medium, large value. You get more value stocks also, but you also get into the small market.
Anymore. I think that was
So yeah, go do some research. Go look at index funds, and expense ratios are reasonable.
Because you're 3-3. You know, kind of.
But definitely do a Roth if you were to do it. If you're in a company, if you're working for somebody and they have an investment strategy or plan, make sure you do Roth. Just have them take the taxes out now, because taxes will only go up in the future. Just take the taxes out now and be done with it.
Do you think so?
I think there's a possibility. I don't know.
And you don't have to invest a lot of money. People think, man, if you do $25 a month, well, it might be minimum 50. If you do 50 a month, that's $600 a year. And at the end of the year, and you're reinvesting those profits, that's going to increase. Now, if you can do more, great. If you do 1,000, that's 12,000 a month, a year, annually. So yeah, on top of the dividend reinvestment plan, which is called a DRIP. So yeah, you definitely over time, 30 years, even 25 years, you're like, man, wow. I wish I knew that when I first joined the service. They didn't have an investment strategy when I first joined, actually, at 18. Matter of fact, they were still giving us, when I went into 17, they were still paying us by cashier's checks. They was giving us cashier's checks and little paper with the numbers on there. That's how we was getting paid. So yeah, if I wish I'd known that, and I wish I was investing 30 years of that and then get my pension, I'd definitely be a multi-millionaire. You know, just letting my money work for me instead of me working for my money. Definitely.
It's an embarrassing loss at home. I was trying to find a silver lining in the next game. It's like, well, at least it's on the road, right? They're not playing the season.
You're doing all right there.
Next two are but yeah, I just don't know. You just got to play better. I don't know if it's scheme or,
it was hard.
Plays. All I know is
I want to go home and get paid. They want to go party.
Appreciate all your efforts today and look forward to hearing from you tomorrow. Maybe we can fix this thing tomorrow. All right?
Well, maybe. We'll see, right?
That sounds good to me.
See you guys.
Thanks, Vic. All right, there he goes. Our Dallas Cowboys insider right here on 105.3 The Fan, and try to figure this thing out. Now, Zach, before we roll into some wanker of the weekend, did you see Penn State, USC? Penn State, number 3 team in the country, defeats USC 33-30, but we saw lots of trick plays on Sunday, right, against the Cowboys. They had a play where they were lining up to snap a play, and then ended up the snapper catching a touchdown in the end zone and scores there. Tyler Warren runs downfield. They had a really weird alignment, too, to where they had everybody lined up to deep left, and then they pushed the ball downfield. Snapper. I've never seen the deep snapper end up catching a pass before, but Tyler Warren is probably the greatest player ever, because he also, we need to get Trent Sitt on this kind of stuff. We need more of these kind of things. We need Owens to get after it. Yeah, let's get some of that going.
Yeah, it was an unbalanced line here. It's pretty nuts how they were able to pull this off, and nobody covers the long snapper. He just goes right ahead. Yeah, just starts running, and the catch was unbelievable too. We gotta give that long snapper some credit. That was an athletic play.
It was nice. All right, coming up next, it's time for Wanker of the Weekend. Nick Sirianni, he's getting that one right next to the Fan.
North Texas Baseball Show on record, giving you baseball nuggets you won't find anywhere else. Get your fix with Kevin Hageland, Corey Majors, and Southpaw Mike Bassett. Weekdays at 10:40 right here on The Fan and on Odyssey app, presented by Comerica.
I remember I was looking for a vehicle, and my mom and said, hey, check out Platinum Chevy. I know the people over there, they're great people to work with. I said, you know what, that's a great idea. And then I saw Kevin, his car had finally given up on it.
Oh, sorry to hear about you losing your parents,
Go
man.
anywhere else.
Yeah, I just lost my mom, and I'm not comparing, but I know what it's like losing my mom, at least not my father.
Check it
But
out, man.
yeah, that's rough. I don't care how old you are. That never goes away. So yeah, my condolences go out to you and your family and just your kids.
Just because he's rich. I mean, he's definitely
Yeah,
rich.
parents are
Also,
special, man.
take into
They
account
are.
the
But
fact
yeah,
that he
so
said,
if
you know, that's, you know,
definitely,
God is
you know,
frugal. Anything we know
you can
about
reach me
Kevin
here.
is that he is frugal, he's a penny
Your index funds for your kids would be awesome. You can even do a trust. I'm not familiar with trust. I just like to be able to access my money if I want it. Or you want something to just build over time, I definitely reach out to an estate attorney. I reach out to an estate attorney, make an appointment, do a consultation, which I'm not an estate attorney, so I'm referring you to one, but that's what I would like to go to law school for, either that or criminal law. Yeah, reach out to an estate attorney and have an appointment and let them know what your goals, what you're trying to accomplish, and I'm pretty sure they can make that happen for you.
Shop online and let them deliver your new Chevrolet. Visit PlatinumChevyTexas.com and drive a little further to save a lot more. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create
How old are you?
and move on them faster.
Oh, I guess older kids,
You get access to
because age is you know,
insights,
critical to that.
solutions so powerful you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America NA.
O'Reilly Auto Parts is celebrating the
Just any attorney, an estate attorney preferably. An estate attorney, you can just Google that, estate attorney near you, and they can help you out with that. Oh, an estate, not state, an estate attorney, like a property attorney. I got what you're saying now. Yeah, it's my Texas accent. So, estate attorney, like ESTATE, estate attorney. So yeah, I got you. Wife got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Is it aggressive or is it going to take its time? I know somebody they've had it for a while. They're not having too many issues right now. We haven't seen it probably about a decade now. It might have progressed a little bit, but I don't think so. Yeah, it's unfortunate to hear that. Just be supportive as you can and stay correct. State attorney. And yeah.
On your credit card as well, causing stress, which now results in margaritas on your credit card. TexasHoney.com can help you with a war on nachos with a cash out refinance, home equity line of credit, or home equity loan. Go online and apply with TexasHoney.com today. We got 4201 Spring Valley Road, Suite 1150, Dallas, Texas 75244, and amount number 2297. Equal housing lender.
Hey guys, Sean Shreve here. Tolos, if you're feeling at a loss for energy or just not upbeat like you used to be, it could be low testosterone. That's right.
Yeah, just be supportive, I guess, the best way you can. You know, just understand that.
But guys have different T levels. We're not all the same. Don't go for TRT, referred to as a
Life is too short.
There's a difference. Look for TRT with an optimized personal treatment plan like
Life is short, man. Just enjoy every moment with your kids and your family. Tomorrow's not promised.
Hi, it's Pete Thompson from the consumer team. If you feel like you're playing whack-a-mole trying to keep your air conditioner working this year, the AC repair guys in your house every other day, let me recommend the On-Time Experts. You'll pay less to keep your system working because they take the time to correctly diagnose your issue and fix it the first time. And they offer a stay cool guarantee too. So call today and make
I
your
need to
dollar
look at
go
that.
further with the On-Time Experts. Book your appointment online right now at theontimeexperts.com. Theontimeexperts.com.
This is the story of the one pesky sorting technician.
Yeah, I know we get caught up in working so much, man. You're right. And then life passes you by, and you're like, man, you know, you feel like a little resentment, a little, not resentment, but a little guilt. Because, you know, it's women, man, they hold down the house while we out here trying to do our thing. Some of them do anyway, but nah, that I could definitely feel that, you know, that guilt side of it. But now that you're still there, so hopefully you can be there for this time of need right now. The kids see you being there for their mom. I appreciate that.
Gourmet snacks, all at TV-sized prices. Gear up for game day with 2 Texas originals, the Dallas Cowboys and Specs. The fun starts here.
I gotta go inside for a minute. I'll hear later, but anyway, man, pleasure talking to you. Hey, God bless you, man. Be praying for you.